We're back, chat. We're back. Now, see, because I am not Woohoojin, chatters. I am not Woohoojin. My computer, you know, don't be as good, and sometimes it just crashes. So you know. But we're back now. You think it's a RAM issue that causes the crashes? Maybe. Who knows? So what happened? In what way, Bobtail Squid? Me crashing or in the map? The map, Lev ended up clutching it out. Our whole chicken right now, we're dicing up the spices. We're getting our onions cut. You crashing? That's just what happens when I like do stuff for a while. It just like overheats or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about computers, chat, so I have no clue why it does that. Same as usual. Yeah, it's the exact same thing, Bobtail Squid. You're around all the time when we do these, so you know, Bobtail. It's the same thing. It just like you stopped coaching as well. I didn't stop coaching. I never started coaching. But Woohoojin, yeah, is not really doing any coaching. It's probably a bad gaming chair. It might be. Oh, okay, yeah. We're getting the sauce on now. We're getting the sauce on. Oh, you crashed because of overheat and audio cable just being in presence of a PC. It was just overheating. You were too innocent? It's not innocence. It's just empathy and understanding. I would rather like risk being trolled by you, Satvura, and us both being able to share a like, haha, gotcha laugh, you know? And than risk you being someone who genuinely doesn't know. All right, look at this chicken. We're grilling the chicken up on the fire. Get some nice lemons in there, getting a little zesty. Flash VOD review win. When I hit Immortal, I'll start dipping my toes in. But I actually got to start playing the game again. Ooh, we're basting it up. Oh, okay, yeah. This guy knows what's up. This guy knows what's up. Everything all good? Yeah. All of you Twitch chatters who aren't here as often, this happens all the time. The crashing. It is not an unexpected thing. I literally, like, my computer sucks, chat. And I literally, anytime I have to play Valorant or I am streaming, I literally get on my computer an hour early to just go through the boot process. New prediction? No. We do predictions for the whole series now, Tonic. It's just not on the overlay anymore because I restarted. When new PC? Probably after Champs. Yeah, just get a new PC. See, now I don't know, I don't know enough about computers to be doing all that. I have to convince one of the tech savvy members of the community to walk me through it. Building PC stream. That would be content because it'd be a disaster. All right, look at this chicken. Okay. The chicken's looking good. Do you have a budget decided for it? Not really. Not really. Yeah, exactly, bread and stuff. The whole chicken has cleansed us. We are no longer in a state of heart attack panic. We're ready. We're ready for map 2.
Losing that OT, that was the
Village cooking now? I'll try it if we go to map 3, average. Average muggle. We can see they're about to load in. We're about to start. About to start Lotus. What are we watching? We watch cooking ASMR during map breaks sometimes. I'm here now. Let's get a Giga PC. It's a work expense now. That is what I'm thinking, Hyperion. Lev swapped. I actually like Lev's chances less now. I don't, Golden Boy.
Yeah, he's always been excellent on this role. It doesn't play all that
I don't, Golden Boy.
You still have the set stuff around the breach stun, around those fade eyes, but those fast defensive rotations are
like,
in favor of
if we're playing breach, we should play Neon. Like, if we're not playing, if we're playing Raze, we should just play something besides breach.
Well, this is it. Let's see if Leviathan can close it out here, or does
Aspas Raze, map 3, here we go. Yeah. It might be the case.
And isn't that the question? Does Heretics have what it takes to pull this game back against a team like Lev, who pound for pound are exceptionally good, incredibly strong at what they do? But this map isn't high up in their map, so if there was a chance, Josh, it's now.
We're looking at
Pin Aspas under or over 30 for kills. He does get a lot of kills on this map. This is the map he got the like 50 bomb on.
So Team Heretics has the chance to rebound.
Predictions aren't open right now, Setvera. I think Heretics win this map though.
It starts with a pistol.
I think Aspas, I would bet on the under 30 kills. That's a pretty easy under, I think. 30 kills is a lot in a game of Valorant.
Zeno is still alive though, and there's still 4 players. Now 3 as you can see Zeno backing away.
What's up, Glass?
Tex, nice try, but still, Sykes theirs.
Between Tex and Benji and that first
Mazina's so low too.
Sentinels trying to overstay their welcome.
I was gonna predict on the main channel. Gotcha. This is a Heretics win. Kobas likes him back on the Raze. I think Raze is better on the map. I just don't like Raze with this comp. I don't know why we're playing Breach if we're playing Raze. You know what I mean, Kobas? Hope everything's doing well. We're doing great. Today has made up for yesterday being a shit day of Valorant. Today's been a great day of Valorant. EDG beat Sentinels. There's no time. What's up, Ches?
But Heretics hold firm.
A good effort for Lev. If they had numbers,
I have a 3-stream watch streak. I feel the game sense coming in. Let's go. Let's go, average muggle.
But Team Heretics, they got that info early. Rians spotted them, softened them up a little bit, stayed alive. The most important thing. And then allows everyone to get over to that C site.
Wait, if Lev win and Fnatic win versus Sentinels tomorrow, does that mean we get a Fnatic versus Team Heretics rematch? Maybe? No. Heretics would have to win a map. What's the bracket looking like?
Heretics eyeing up that C site again.
Heretics would have to beat DRX if they lose Stellar.
Didn't really overextend.
What's up, Zlab?
On that icebox.
How's it going, bud?
Places, maybe getting a little bit of a contain. Rian's down to 5 HP though.
Yeah, Rian saving on round 1 is fine because they won.
That was like a heat-seeking missile right to the.
Oh, Aspas is getting close. Is going to go up to the 30. I haven't shown up to a stream in a minute. Well, most of the streams, Slab, have been at like 4 in the morning, so, you know, understandable. This is the first time in a while for Champs that the second series has actually gotten into like reasonable NA time. They've been ending so early.
At least Boo has, so you got to be a bit cautious about that. We are down to just the classics left though for Lev.
They've been ending at like before 8 o'clock, like very frequently since we've gotten into playoffs.
They win this.
This is the first day that it's like both series have gone on to map 3 or deeper into the. They've been closer maps.
So it's on them whether or not they want to get another trophy.
This feels like the longest one yet. Yeah.
Heretics is gonna, you know, finally
We're not actually getting into like the longest territory yet. There were some days during group stage. There were some days during group stage where like I was going to bed at like 10. Like it was getting really late.
Okay, Benji gonna find King. So far,
I'm rooting for Heretics, so I feel like they're the underdogs compared to Lev.
But again, they can still be fine. The bonus will be.
I think a lot of people were predicting Heretics actually to win. I think it's pretty 50-50. It depends on whether you're EU or America's build. I woke up ready to watch Fnatic G2 yesterday. It was over. Yeah, yesterday was a disappointment. Like DRX Trace, like yeah, that's like that was expected. That was expected that like DRX were gonna stomp on Trace, but G2 Fnatic should have been a banger, and like it just wasn't, and it's so sad.
Guardians up for the attackers. That means that some of these walls are gonna be cut through like butter. Tree room at A. On C side as well, there's a couple of
As an EU member, I'm lucky because I can watch all the VCT matches. Yeah, this is prime EU watch period time. Because it's like kind of like you can just watch it like all day basically.
Okay, he's got out of there. Got a little worried that might have been punished at some point, but no one had pushed up this round. So
Bind was weird though, Cobos, because it was like G2 were like having like. It still felt like a blowout. It still felt like a blowout for most of it. And then like G2 were able to crawl back to make it like kind of respectable. Like a respectable final score, but it still felt like they were getting blown out for the majority of the. Like watching it live, it felt like G2 were like
taking that space towards Waterfall, getting in their faces a little bit,
getting stopped. Goomba stomp. The time's still so low, dude.
And Wu's position is nasty to deal with, but his HP is low. Down to only 38, but can he buy the time? Forced off the angle, forced to fight, and forced to be cleared. It's Wu now in a 1v2.
Trying to figure out a strat for watching the final from the East Coast. The finals, the days that they start, they only have one game. Once they switch to the top 4 venue, start at 3 p.m. EST.
But it's on them to be able to set the tempo here. This is their map pick. This is one of their stronger maps, not their strongest.
Which is rough because this is what happened to me when I was doing the China. Originally they were starting at 5 a.m. and it was like. No, it is AM. It is AM, Wally. I just misspoke. It is AM. They start an hour earlier than normal. This is what happened to me in China is they like the whole season, the first game started at 5 a.m. and I was like, okay, I can just wake up early. Like that's reasonable to wake up early. And then they swapped to where they started at 4 a.m. and I was like, I can't wake up early enough. Like I just have to stay up to watch these games. And like I had to do the same thing for Champs where it's like I'm just on Korea time. It's actually really annoying. It's actually kind of annoying.
So it's on text with the kill trips, the camera on that A site, playing for that retake.
It's a very odd schedule to be on.
Heretics usually so good at closing out their post plants. Now they have that showstopper. They have the util. They could easily get into the site there and do a full util dump. But already I look at Benji's positioning towards C.
Yeah, I'm looking at Benji, but I'm also looking at kind of common text. Very mindful. In
I'm old, so yeah, no, you shouldn't stay up. The strat is definitely to try and wake up early. Like, see if you can't figure out a way to get yourself to fall asleep early and wake up to watch. If you're trying to watch grand finals. But they made it harder to do that because they moved it up an hour. So now it's almost to like ridiculous territory to wake up early for it. Where it's still like the middle of the night at 3 in the morning.
plants there.
This is a tough retake for Lev. Right now, they can't access the blue door. They can't access B. It's just heaven and waterfall.
That was a good paranoia, but they aren't swinging off this. That did
Yeah, it's
some,
hard to
you
get back
know,
in here.
I guess impact to remove players away from at least holding this, but time to go.
Yeah,
Lev.
after champs, all the
Not much
NA
to set
streamers
this
are gonna
in
have
motion
jet
either.
lag.
It's dry
Yeah.
fights. Very little util. King just going to take a stride forward, but he's beating his match on the other side, and Heretics just holding the line. Dom does well to find two.
Oh,
Orient's
no.
position is a
Got no
problem.
shot.
They can't clear it in time, and now Mazzino's option.
Just sleep at 7 p.m. Yeah, exactly, Slab.
Heretics have got a third.
Team Heretics is so
And I can't do that. Like, it's like I can literally have been up for like 19 hours, 24 hours, and my ass will try to go to bed early, and I'll still be like, I'm not really tired.
This entire game yet.
It's actually so annoying. What's up, Slim Shady?
Lotus. Because if not, Team Heretics, they're just moving around so well. Benji getting that fight.
Sometimes when you've had a hard work week, Tonic.
But it's pre-planned.
Tonic, am I remembering right that you're a teacher too, Tonic? Because that was it for me. I used to never take. No. Okay, then I'm just remembering wrong. But yeah, like when I started teaching, I never U.S. Marine. Oh well, then yeah, you can get worn out for sure. What? Oh, you got a book?
Leading the scoreboard.
Wow, what book
Big
you
performance
got?
here already on the
Oh,
raise.
bye.
Good in his hands. And the question for the operator is one that's quite poignant in my mind as well. Is do we see that?
But yeah, like if you like work, if you can like exhaust yourself, like I never took naps before I started teaching. What book did Mini Flash have? It was Baby Flash. Mini Flash is with Nana in a different town right now, visiting great grandparents. And Baby Flash had a book. I think she might have had a cat book. I couldn't see the actual top of it. Wait, you're a father? Yeah. I have 2 kiddos. There's a mini and a baby? Yes. I have a 6-year-old son. That's Mini Flash. And then I have an almost, she turns 2 in 2 weeks. Baby. So she's like toddler Flash now.
I just sounded like I was a ghost for a couple of seconds there.
And now he's got Nightfall.
Okay, that's big, but bloody hell, that just got way too close. But all 3 players.
Congrats. Thank you all.
Nightfall could be massive, big information. The opt to invest it.
The schedule's like when they've been going to school, the weekend is when the schedule sucks. But it actually kind of works decently for when they've been at school during the week. Because like I'm up and able to like help them get out the door and stuff, and then I like am waking up basically right as I think he got it.
He has it. That is outrageous.
Gonna see a lot of Odins. Yeah, it is Lotus. It's Otis, you know.
That was mistakes. That wasn't good enough.
That
was not good
Thrifty.
enough. You're right.
Break it down for me as well, like genuinely, because look at these situations. That's fine. That can happen.
Some of the kills there early on, getting into the 3 versus 3 was a little bit messy.
Sure.
Not the cleanest, but getting just picked off on the side there. Boo going back for another fight with that Odin was very questionable. He could have popped that Nightfall. He could have sat in
I had my dad as a teacher in middle school. Didn't go well. Mini Flash is now going to the same school that Miss Flash teaches at, but he's not in her class. My mom taught at my middle school, and my dad taught at my high school for 1 year, but I never had either of them as teachers. Ooh. Nice swing from King. Used to really enjoy Lotus, and then became another Odin map because people found those wall bangs. It hurts. Ranked, it still feels fine. Most people on Odin wall bang, but it hurts to watch. The Odin is super powerful. The bigger thing for me that I think is bothering me about Lotus in coordinated play and in ranked a little bit at this point is... Where'd my my epic pin died?
but King still holds. Still controls for now, but he's overwhelmed,
so
he's
low.
surrounded. So lucky to be alive. The paint shell's there, but it's Mini Boo to take him away, leaving Tex and Aspas.
It's this spam line,
The timing
like
right
when
for
we're
Tex.
trying to plant
Brings it to a
here,
3v2. It's
right?
manageable, but now
And
it's
we're
all on
spamming
Aspas. A
from
1v2. No
when we
plans.
spam from waterfall.
Double
Like
peek.
this feels too
Right.
easy.
They get it. Nicely done in the end.
Similar to what happened on Icebox, actually.
I feel it's
Wins on the
powerful
back of
on
basic paper,
Lotus
right?
because Jesus, the entire of tree is
Heretics
paper.
fights back
Yes,
here.
all of tree is
Now,
paper.
the economy for
But
Lev
then
is
also the A lobby wall is
Heretics
paper.
might have accidentally found their footing
Everything on
off the
C
back of
is
that.
paper.
But again, here,
It's
these
rough.
5-man groups, that's the name of the game for Team Heretics. They're getting to the sites, they're moving together. As long as they do these little things, like the double peek we saw at the end of the round there, as long as they do that together, they're going to be fine.
Lotus rework. It is getting taken out of the
Happy
pool.
about that round.
I don't think it needs a much more of a rework. I think it's in a decent spot. It's just like, I don't know, like we gotta adjust it. We gotta tweak it a little bit more. And it could be, it's such a good map. It can be such a good map. We just gotta change it just a little bit.
The showstopper, but it's King to find the kill. It's a 3v3. King's got the rifle. The other two don't. But Tex is taking a lot of space, and you should hear this.
This is crazy that Team Heretics isn't pushing through anywhere.
I don't think it's allowed to have a parent-teacher teacher in my school. That's interesting.
They pop that Viper's Pit. It's going to lock down this area. The alarm bot is going to trigger if anyone comes from that blue room. Now all the focus is towards Heaven, towards Waterfall. But they also have to think about that three-prong attack from mid. If one goes down, Tex has his hat to get the info on the others. Benji,
So scary.
it's all on you, buddy, right now.
Yeah, Benji sitting up towards the top side there. Spammed and actually connected on. Keeps his cool though. Doesn't show his hand. The other two sitting by blue room, but Mazzino gets curious. We know what happened to the cat.
2 mollies now for the spike.
And it's just
Yeah.
going their way. They found...
Heretics
some sort of
are
safety,
are
some sort of
locking it
security
down.
on what was a highly volatile round. Looking back at the start here, Tex just going to look to give it up to the spike if he's, you know, that's the way it crumbles. But let's kind of roll it back to the start, Josh, because that was very messy. And I'm not used to that from Heretics. I'm not used to this really. And I guess it is determined a little by Lev wanting that sort of chaos to ensue.
They're not pressured by these chaotic rounds all too often. A lot of the time, they get to move up wherever they want to go and just get their site exec off. And if they get stalled out from whatever piece of util, they wait and they go again, or they just go to the other side. Right now, they actually have to get down in the mud, fight it out at rubble, disjoint.
Lev need to start stringing rounds together, or this starts to become untenable.
Create a little buffer so we can go for more, but Team Heretics is coming
Lev
on top.
basically have to
Even
do
in
what
situations.
EDG did against Sentinels, where they like,
Yeah, look and see how they deal with mound control here, because this time around it's Aspas over this side.
where they string it back to make it a close half.
Potential, maybe just,
Because Heretics comp is going to be better on the defense than they are on the attack.
send Aspas back. So
I'm entering my first year of high school. It looks scary. Don't be worried about it, Slim Shady.
Don't expect that to be real all the time.
Don't be worried about it.
Com gets away with murder.
I know every teacher ever is always like, oh, they're not going to accept this in next grade. They're not going to accept this in next grade, but
A little bit of pressure towards B, open that
it's
revolver.
literally always the
Some
same.
sort of pressure.
Nothing really
Right now, it's gonna be
changes.
so hard to get through.
There's
Mazzino
basically
has
no
that stun. He's at
difference.
Waterfall. The crossfire setup. If the stun comes out, it could be perfect and break this attack.
It's understandable to be like nervous and stuff, but I promise you it's basic. It's more or less what you've already been doing in middle school. It's not too different. Just the people you are interacting with are swap out, basically.
Lev fully in control here.
And again, like the previous round, they need to get some sort of space going on. So they tap the spike. They're moving actually towards A. They're going to break the door down. They'll have an open sight. They don't know about it. They should move together. But right now, Benji peels off. It's all on Boo to get onto the site.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't have a bad high school experience. I'm more saying that it's going to be similar.
You can see that Lev know there's a chance. That's all that Aspas needs. As Boo, a 1v4.
It's going to be it's not going to be too different than what like you were doing in middle school.
They're already starting to clear through by door. Hello.
So scared of the exam. Where are you located, Slim Shady?
There's not a chance in hell. Lev
What's your
really saw it
region?
there, but it felt like Heretics didn't want to adjust around C. It felt very headstrong on approach, and it was very red at that moment.
Again, these rounds are getting really sloppy before Heretics is able to get into the site and get whatever plan they had off. They're getting disrupted. Lev is doing a really good job of getting in front of them. And I'd love at the end of the round...
Okay, I mean, who was the person who asked about the 30 bomb? I mean, Aspas is on for it. He's 14-6 right now, chat. Like my country? If you're asking about country, then that means you're probably not in the United States, which is what I have familiarity with. I think it is different from what I've heard in other countries like APAC and EU. There's a big difference. I'm in Europe. Yeah, so I'm not as familiar with it. So it might be a little different. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but like European countries mostly do like a primary system. Okay, Benji Fishy. There's secondary school and high school. Yeah, it's a little more separated, right?
Always pause and hesitate, and sometimes they miss their timings as a result of that. So it's on them to make a perfect decision here. Move together in this mid round because Lev has done
in the States.
Job in some of these situations.
In the States, high school is just like the same as middle school. Like it's set up in the similar structure. I think I'm not as sure though about EU though.
Have a good idea where Mazzino is, but it's calm. Individual efforts aren't going to win you this round. No one able to bail them out. And Heretics
flawless.
Looking to keep this ball moving at least in their direction. This
Heretics have already done enough on attack to close out Lotus, basically.
A little dependent on Benji doing well in that situation, which he did.
Again, another chaotic situation.
EU, as I had it, primary 5-11, secondary 12-18, and then uni. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, big differences between EU countries. Yeah, I can imagine.
Turns around, catches two on the side with off the back of the paranoia. So great opening for Team Heretics in that round, but it hasn't been going in their favor every round. Sometimes Lev gets the better of Heretics on these chaotic openings. That's really the name of the game at the moment.
You do feel that if it does kind
of... the distance today, I think, chat.
If it does break down
6 total maps.
I say that. I'd say that Lev looked better for me in those moments. They play a really nice brawling style at times. Maybe it's just because you got someone like Aspas who's just going to knock you out half the time. But it's not like Heretics are slouches. You've got Mini Boo on the side. You've got some big players there as well. But I am impressed with Heretics so far for keeping their cool in this one because Lev have been very, very divisive with all their aggressive looks here, the mound approach, the play towards rubble we've seen. They've started to really press the issue.
We're seeing that same sort of chaos, though, also reflected in the scoreline. The back and forth. You get one round, I get one round. You get one. Constantly into the...
Am I joining in-houses today? Maybe after I wake up, we'll see. I'd be in in-houses pretty late.
These are sloppy. You're right.
How are my pick'ems? My pick'ems are trashed. Because I had G2 and Fnatic making pretty deep runs.
Yeah, and it got pretty close.
And I had Sentinels making it to upper finals. So yeah, my pick'ems are not doing good. I think EDG winning is something not a lot of people had. So like, I think EDG winning is gonna ruin a lot of pick'ems.
Fight like that, but where's the trade? Where's the support? There's none. Com gets his way back in. Woot's in danger. That's a huge ult, but Woot still somehow hits that shot. Benji couldn't crawl away in time.
A big breach ult.
Now Rienz and Boo up against Tex and King. They've got to know where they evacuated to. This isn't ideal for the plant. They've got to try and deal with them here. Boo making a run.
Oh, we can half for sure.
On the spike. He can connect the smokes together and get in there, but the defuse is coming.
There's no time. Surely there's no time here. Yeah, Tex knows it.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
That was so close.
Yo, use a hot name. Resubscribing as a super knower for 16 months.
All the way in that blue room. Mini Boo's in there. The door is closed. It's one of those situations where the communication needs to be on point. Where are you pushing together? You want to take some space.
Now, Lev one chat.
But some of the teammates were going towards Waterfall, one towards Heaven, one towards Blue Door. Way too split apart. That
he missed it by like half a second.
Team Heretics, they go together, they move together.
Yoink.
Right there, they get spread apart.
4-6, back and forth we go. Boo with his ult, Benji. On the other side, one off for Aspas. So that could be huge for him. As it stands, Heretics.
I have a weird, like,
Mound.
might need to go get more water and maybe take a muscle relaxer, chat. I got a big,
Simple.
The problem with
big,
what's happening right now
clump.
is this lockdown is pulling everyone
My 12
from
month
LEV
never showed
over
up
to
on
C.
stream.
It's gonna be
That's on
so
like
difficult
mine.
for
I
Heretics
think
to
almost were
break
never
through.
on stream
Nobody's
either.
defending A
Tonic,
right now. It's a 5-on-5.
because it was like
Yeah, reclear
I had
the
subscribed.
field,
I
but
think
you can
like
see the lever starting to
on
question
a
mark this. And the pause from
like
Heretics is, if anything, adding to the paranoia. But once that smoke fades,
like a different time than he typically
Speaking of
streams.
paranoia, I'm looking at Nightfall. I'm looking at Woot has his ultimate on Omen. A really good combination could be found here. Nightfall on the site, deafening the players.
Have I eaten something during the watch party? No, I always eat
Right now, Benji set
beforehand.
up on that B lurk, but still, Team Heretics running out of time. 40 seconds left. Haven't made a decision where to go. Finally, Calm. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
this
the only
round
defender
is
towards A
cooked
right
a
now.
little bit.
Here comes the ult.
TP to
Well,
tree,
we're gonna clear out tree.
and he sticks it. It's Com in the middle though. This could be huge. If they don't clear
Wait.
this, he's on.
Oh, he whiffed.
Maybe a little bit of trigger discipline could have done him well there. But for now, the carpet's rolled out, and the round is more than likely Heretics.
The
to see.
carpet's
Texas
rolled out.
Aspects unable to get towards that ult. That could have been very valuable. But for now, they found stability in a very late rotate there. Maybe taking back some of the tempo of this game, taking away that chaotic element.
2 versus 5. It's going to be a save. The chaotic element out of the equation right there.
All right,
Heretics-
during the save, I'm gonna go get some water.
Getting a
Maybe
lot
I'll
of
make
time
a
is getting little
bagel
bit
or
scary for them,
something.
but that was actually a really good audible from them. Being able to use that
See you,
momentum
Muggle.
for instant
Have
clear.
good luck in your
You know
game.
that usually if there's a defender, they're up all the way, looking at that doorway, trying to get that spot and then back out. Someone's going to be playing in tree room, and that stage in the round, that's going to be crazy. And then Benji finding that pick on Mizzino at that rotate at B as well. Just inserting the players into the proper positions. Team Heretics is doing a really good job in some of these mid-rounds, which we weren't seeing so much on Icebox that much. We had to wait for those timeouts to come in, the coaches to start talking, for them to be able to get those off.
Yeah.
And right now, Lev is letting this game slip a little bit.
No, it does seem like it's falling between the fingertips here. It's not completely out of the realms of reality, but as I said, the chaos being quelled here. We're starting to see control back in Heretics' hands. Just kind of tempering the pace, but we know what Lev like. They like to go for these 4-play stacks towards A, and if Heretics want to go to the blender, they'll suffer the consequences.
They've been doing so well when they go slow. Looks like they might start fast here.
And it might be the death of them. There's the C's nade combo. Mini Boo takes a lot of damage for that. And it's not like Lev are gonna take their foot off the gas, they can double down. And Woot's only good for one there. Trade comes out, and here comes the rocket right into Mini Boo's chest. Leave it down to 4v3, and the chaos looks so controlled in the
Wait,
hands of Lev.
what?
Until then, where the hell did Benji and Riens just get those kills from?
Overextended from Lev. Tex 1 versus 2. He has his camera to work with, but he's against Riens and Benji, the closers of this team. Sure, Benji's not on his mainstay of Cypher, but with that turret up, the alarm bot, the mollies, now his position's going to get revealed.
Yeah, okay.
He could double back if he needs to, but that camera's not going to spot anybody. He has to get past this Viper wall as well.
It's quite telling. At least they see no one, no challenge, but you know, they could be playing timings, they could be by tree. But to find both is difficult. He's looking to try and clear towards tree first. Spams out again. Update on the progress. Another ping on the GPS basically telling you where he is. And Tex is running out of time. And they just put him out of his misery more than anything. 8 rounds, a respectable half scoreline. Lev keeping control of the chaos for a while, but it eventually falling away from him here. Oh, come on.
Trade in any phone in any condition, guaranteed, and get $800 off the new Galaxy Z.
All right, let's see.
Only on Verizon.
Got some ads. We like it. All right, got my water. Took my muscle relaxer for my back. I'm gonna be standing up and coming a little more in and out, chat, because I'm toasting up a bagel for myself right now, and I'm gonna be watching Baby Flash. Aim Labs boosting the console. Is there Aim Labs on console now? Crazy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
As much as Lev wanted to bring this down into the mud a little bit, get chaotic, get brawly, Heretics rose above, keeping 8 rounds to themselves and dropping the 4, but those 4 were in the go rounds, really. It did get to that point where it got very dangerous. However, 8 rounds is a good amount to be playing with here for Heretics.
It almost looks like Heretics is winning 2 rounds for every one that Lev gets. We see that reflecting the scoreline. Round 6 and 7, again 11 and 12. Lev, you're right though. They need to find a way to reserve their chaos. They can't let it all
I have
go
my
out
headphones
because
on, chat, while I'm walking around.
it takes something out of you. So they
I have my
need to
headphones on,
pace
listening
themselves
to the
for long
cast and
game
stuff while I'm
here.
walking
It's gonna
around and
go
like getting
to
baby
Haven
flash
otherwise
stuff.
if they're not able to get some sort of
Pansy and Steel are
form
trying
on
to
this map.
sell this game, huh? Pansy's just like, huh,
See what the tempo
8
is like.
rounds,
Now
pretty
Lev get the
respectable.
opportunity to
Like,
attack.
that's not
So
like
they look at
a
it.
crazy
Something slow in a
one-sided
very long
half.
time it feels.
8-4 is a pretty...
Octane from the very start.
It
big
is
gamble
very
trap setup from
favored for
Heretics.
one side of the
Players
map.
pretty much eyeing up the same spot, right?
You got that turret watching B, Benji's watching C. It has to be A. They're not going to
Like,
move from here
8-4
until
is like
that.
barely like
Heretics.
doable.
He's
You
attempting
have to
some
win
sort of push
pistol.
towards C. Lev, it's a minute left.
Prowler going to be handled. Keeps them very present. And I feel like Lev don't like what they're feeling. Like, whatever this is, they don't love it.
They're getting a little bit nervous, approaching that A, decide to come back towards B, but again, if you're going towards B here, they can come at you from 3 different angles. Will they use that revolving door, create any sort of pressure? Are they going to push through to Waterfall? Is there some sort of read that I don't know about? Great timing on those paint shells. How does he know to use it then? Maybe the smoke timing from the attacker side.
Could get some pressure here, though. He's got support, and now the door going to be tested. You're looking at the likes of Benji to try and hold back the flood. They're on the way, though, and the blender
Stalled
would have
out.
waited them. Look at the HP being dwindled down now. If they'd carried on, it would have been near on death.
15
However,
seconds.
HP back up. They got to walk back in towards B, and you can see what Woot's trying to do. Tries to fall away, but now down to 10. Heretics being brought back down to the chaos, and Lev are thriving in it. The plant should be... Wait, the spike carrier
okay,
went down.
he's got time.
They should be fine,
One
I
enemy
think.
remaining.
They're fine. Benji 1v4?
Pistol?
Ah, Lev.
Oh, Lev,
They
take the
love that sort of
pistol.
chaos, Josh. They left that down
Lev,
to the
take the
last second
pistol.
and then just ramped it up.
Quiet flash?
That was getting
It's because
so
I was like
scary.
standing up
15
and
seconds left. The Viper
away from my
orb
mic.
timing coming up. That
my bagel's
Killjoy
not
volley
all the
on
way
top of
done,
it.
chat. So
Can't
I'm gonna have to go
through,
check on
but
that in a second.
Heretics, they're running 2 players through Waterfall.
Big round for Lev.
This plant, it's behind cover. It's all on Woot. He can't get away. Lev.
Big
got that
round
pistol,
for him.
and suddenly-
Let's go. That's a smile.
Again, we have him in our hands, and we're seeing them alive again.
Yeah,
Calm,
Heretics
trying to get the
can't control
vibes up. I like
it.
it.
Lev can close the gap. They can bring this back. This could be a 2-0. Stack, however, yeah.
2-0 would be good for my
Ooh,
sleep
he's got his
schedule
arm
today, but
ready to come over top. I don't know what other abilities they're going to use. They just have to swing together. Just
I
like
wanna
the
see
last 6
Haven.
minutes.
I wanna
Third
see
party as
Haven.
well if they need it.
I want to see if
Woot is
Kobos
really
or I are right. Which one of us
spots them.
is correct?
Lev. I love
About
this
what
kind of
Heretics
tempo
are
change
cooking.
As well, from very aggressive. You know, again, if you roll your mind back into the starting round towards A, having that brawl, willing to do it here, very composed. Maybe looking to read for any sort of pocket plays, any sort of set pieces. Really nice. In fact, they kept
All right,
that
time to
side
go
moving,
check on the bagel.
ensuring that they
Good.
can shift gear
I've
here.
also been rehydrated, Mr. Potato.
Goes unscathed.
Prowler
But
might
they're
catch
so
him.
aware. They're so aware. Oh, especially after seeing the kind of paranoia, the haunt coming through, the crowd,
Exactly.
everything. You're thinking it's a stack. You're thinking it's going to be a trap there. And again, doing the due diligence. You like to see it. A nice try ends. And rinse and repeat. We go again. Lev, this is really nice. If you're going to talk about them in their chaotic moments, you've got to give them credit here when they've kept their composure.
A great read by Lev there, understanding the stack was in play. Off the back of the camera from Tex out A, getting that information. Hey, they're not here at all. Be careful. Go slow.
That's nice.
Slow they went. Lev pulling it back. They need to convert this bonus if they want to get even closer. Team Heretics still has that lead. When we look at the game so far, it's been very chaotic. It's been a lot of these very early fights, but that's not the style that Team Heretics likes to play on their defense side. They like to sit back, have these trap setups, force the enemy to actually commit, and then go for the retakes. That is what
I
they're
made that left
strongest
side,
at.
but I don't trust even in my shadow, and I cleared him.
It's up to Team Heretics to set the tone here, to tell them, you're on our playground right now, you play by our rules.
Also, I just realized Aspas is 20-9, and the closest player in his team has got 8 kills. He's quite good at this game. Pleasure to get to watch him play. We don't often get to see it, obviously. Hands on. Looking sharp here today.
The walk up middle, though, at the same time as this Lev just using C as a little bit of a fake. They're going to probably go through the revolving door, but re-ends.
Oh, in case they needed a little bit of luck on their side, why not? And they're going to go on this. I quite like that. Just instinctive play, smart approach, heads up, reactive, and it works wonders. Look at this guy, reigning supreme. Massive impact. The back of a blind shot that worked. Sometimes you get them. Now they get the plant too. Boo and Woot, irrelevant to this round.
Converted bonus for Lev. A save from Team Heretics.
Look how close he is to his ult as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Must be nice to have an Aspas in your team. Must be nice.
How do you lose? But
They weren't losing all that often until, was it Trace happened? They're doing pretty good.
true. Right now, though, Lev showing why they're veterans. That championship level quality coming through here. Team
I'm
Heretics.
back, chat.
They are the rookies, and
I'm
they're
back.
showing so much determination and grit, but they're starting to slip a little bit.
Oh,
Icebox
converted
has had the
bonus?
ropes a couple of different times.
Converted bonus? Uh-oh. Also, who was that chatter who called for the over 30 for Aspas? It's looking pretty solid. That's a good bet.
Those first players at the start of the round there, not looking pretty for these guys. Gonna have to do a little bit of a mix by, maybe even let Lev get up to that 8-8 tied score line. But again, can they set the tempo? Can they make Lev play by their rules? Or is Lev gonna be able to run all around them?
Let's see. The Sheriffs, the Stingers, the two remaining Vandals. Well, two Vandals, not even remaining.
Aspas stopped
Right
shooting.
place to get some good damage done. Aspas gonna lead the charge.
This might be almost as bad
Over toward Trouble.
as the Icebox if Heretics drop Lotus. I'm not going to lie.
Result here. And they wait for a fight. And if
Like,
Heretics-
Heretics aren't considered as good on Lotus as Lev are considered on Icebox, right? But, like,
Getting really aggressive on that mound
it's
line.
still definitely the map they were favored on.
The attackers and that C site. Right now, Team Heretics just in a little bit of a loose, flexible setup towards that A and B. Not really anticipating this. And once Miniboo goes down there, that site's going to be way opened up. Lev looking to kick up the pace and take this off the back of that kill on this player. So extended forwards, and already in the site is Aspas. He took a little bit of damage, but Omen teleport to get in here as well. And Team Heretics, they're fighting. They're trying to fight in the chaos.
But you can't play against these guys like this.
Nope.
They were made for this sort of chaos. So cool. Under all that pressure.
They were born in the chaos.
There needs to be a timeout for Heretics because Leviathan have turned up in this half. Sharp as hell. A scary prospect. And Aspas is all locked in, ready to go. Scoreline will be back.
Uh-oh.
All even.
Mm.
Benji,
Oh.
come on.
Ah!
What? Are you going to shut me up? I'm down to learn my lesson, Benji. But how are you going to find the last two? Because suddenly they thought the round
Oh
was
my
done.
god, Benji?
Brought back to attention. Vandal in hand. He's running low on time and he knows it. 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds, 5 bullets now, down to 3.
Oh, Mazzino finally stops him.
Nice attempt.
Oh, that got scary,
Control
chat.
burst through. He tried damn hard for that one, but 8 apiece, Josh. Surely there's a timeout for Heretics now.
I would be inclined to agree.
Yep.
They still have theirs. They had such
Look at
control of
them
that
as
first
well.
half.
Smiling,
yeah, smiling.
happy. They know they're in control.
The body language of Lev in previous matches as well hasn't looked this good. It's been not happy,
tense,
not
yeah.
smiling, tense. Yeah, you can feel it in the air, in the room.
I don't know where Steel is getting this narrative that the body language hasn't looked good for Lev.
For their experience,
They've
for
been
the-
pretty.
a different
They were
perspective,
like not
maybe
looking
icing
good
the fire
versus
out a little
Trace,
bit just
but
to
other than that,
keep
they've
them
looked
calm,
fine.
Remind them of kind
It's
of where
fine,
they're
we're
at.
doing
Yes.
better.
Remind them of how
We're
they
doing
got here
shit.
even.
And
Right
it is a
Because
very
he is
different
biased.
environment. If you've- as much as Heretics
Yeah.
have been obviously a highlight to witness, a very strong team as of late.
He is
caliber
322
of
on
Lev is a
Heretic.
different quality. I mean, we have champions, winners in that team. We have the highest caliber possible. So they keep their cool under all of the scrutiny.
Woot
all
looks
the
asleep.
high-tempo rounds, they're fine. And you've got Aspas having a
Woot
nuts.
looks like he stayed
Right,
up all
and on the
night,
side, I don't think anyone's
and it's
stopped
like
him.
36 hours
What
into
they're doing,
staying up,
Aspas
and
is
he's
up
just like
23 to 10.
zombie
Like,
staring
how
at
do you
the
make a
screen.
superstar having these sort of games?
Is what
It's
Woot
also
looks like
difficult
right
when you
now. He's
switch
had a
compositions.
bad
You're
series
taking
today.
The composition that Fnatic runs. This is what Team Heretics has been running all year. They had that breach in the mixture. They weren't on that double controller. So maybe finding those adjustments is more difficult as they still don't have as many reps on this composition.
Yummy
But
baguette.
also,
Not a
they should
baguette,
be
a
used to
bagel,
playing
but yes,
the
it's
playing
good.
Against a breach comp.
It's true. That's a
They should
very
have the
good point.
answers, yeah.
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah, nothing
Fuzzball?
wrong
I
with
went
that.
to sleep and
But
came
let's
back.
see
Did
what the
Sentinels
timeouts
lose? They
becomes.
did
Generally,
lose.
it's been quite valuable
They were up. They
actually,
looked like they were
games where
dominating
it's
Lotus
been
against
one
EDG,
section,
and it was going to be a
couple
quick
of
2-0.
rounds. Earlier info
And then all of a
was
sudden,
taken
something
Duo playing
clicked
out
for
posting
EDG.
side Benji, but
The
Aspas is in the door.
the
How much
confidence
more
actually
Andrew
came
loves
back.
the start. He knows there's another. He flies
Dude.
on in, he scores
Okay,
it
Aspas.
down.
Okay,
Aspas
Aspas.
ripping and tearing
Showstopper.
through Heretics. Can Mini Boo the
And they like
screen?
came back and won Lotus and then
Has to be a way
blew
to
them
at least
out
get
on
some damage.
Sunset for the EDG 2-1
versus
victory.
3. Spike's still not planted, and Team Heretics inching up, looking like they want to take this fight early, but the stun's going to force them off. The plant's going to go down. Miniboo, can he spam it?
They're trying. The firing squad didn't land. Mazzino lives. Closing the gap. And actually a TP towards site.
Good
Root's got the
crossfire.
paranoia.
It was actually
Spoken
pretty
to,
fun,
they've got
Turtle
4 players
Rojas.
here Ready, posted on the site itself. They have no idea about this. They may know about 1 or 2. Good paranoia could be everything.
I was popping
That's
off
fantastic.
on
But
Sunset.
Can they do the damage? The answer
That was
is
too fun.
absolutely and resoundingly no. Leviathan still
Lever,
in charge,
5 in a
taking
row,
on the
dude.
round into their hands.
And a beautiful post plant as well from Team Lev. The way that they all sat around that elbow area. Calm had his horn in his hand, ready for that. They knew, okay, there's going to be a smoke. There's going to be a paranoia. They're going to come in with this, and then I'm going to use that haunt, even if you guys get paranoid.
I should have listened to that chatter.
You're
Who
gonna
called the
scan it.
30
So great
30 bomb
moves there with
over.
the site playing together side by side.
Aspas just apparently this is his best Raze map. He just fucking
But even Aspas happy with it.
kills everybody.
But that's completely broken the money of Heretics too. You're doing the Sheriffs here. A couple of ults coming up soon. but
Surely Team Heretics
this not
timeout. They
feeling
just
those
took a
games
timeout,
so
Brett
well.
and stuff.
We thought this veto would
They
be
just took
kind
the
of
timeout.
Backloaded for Heretics. Map 1 would have been very strong for Lev, which eventually it was, but they had a very competitive series on.
What is
This
this?
is slowly being taken away from them. You can kind of feel it in the water. There's
He
something
did drop
happening here. The
47
momentum
kills versus
firmly
Sentinels.
in the hands of Lev, especially after that round.
That's what I mean, Kobosses. I did remember when the chatter said it.
Bound. Spirits being broken.
I was like, huh,
Different story.
this is the map that he
They
like
keep their heads held high. Right now they're being
had
ripped
that
off by
one
Aspas
insane
predominantly.
map
A
on
pivot towards B.
Raze.
Dex holding to try and catch stragglers, making it through on the rotation. Nice. Oh, clean from Tex.
Just executing people right now. Just executing people.
Tex going walkabouts and getting rewarded. This could be
Going on the
downfall of
walkabouts.
Heretics right here,
Dude,
right now.
Heretics are crumbling. They're crumbling.
Stranglehold on this game. Double digits made and in touching distance. Look at the streak of rounds. It's been 6 in a row for Lev.
They're up 8-4.
Heretics is usually so good at doing retakes, but right now they're not playing their game.
They're
Lev
up
is
8-4,
controlling
chat.
everything, forcing this chaos, forcing Team Heretics into these unusual fights. They're not used to it. They can't convert it. Right now, Lev is just
Bro's living for the ecos.
inside out.
This is the difference between the good and the great. Leviathan showing depth, capability, tempo changes, everything you want to be seeing. And the superstar performance from their superstar. But it's not over yet. Couple of ults here in the hands of Heretics. The Lev showing early presence towards A.
That lockdown is going to be a huge tool to use in a retake right now, but Rihanna's in the site, trying to defend.
Maybe the commentator was right with 8-4 being respectable.
1 versus 5. His teammate
Yeah, it was only decent. They really needed the 10-2.
Benji actually gets affected by it.
It's not going to matter. They could have fucking won 10-2. They could have won 11-1. And it's not looking like it matters, dude.
Oh, come on. It's so clean. It's so good.
Dude, they're crushing them now.
Pieces, the Heretics. If I'm their coach, if I'm the IGL, I'm calling another timeout if I got one, because this game is falling away from you. You thought you had a chance.
Flawless. They're getting rolled.
Tried to set up for that retake, but getting bumped out of the position off this Rolling Thunder, moved away from the wall. Tex opens it up.
Jesus, dude.
And that information aspect, this flick right.
Oh, it's poetry in motion watching them play right now. Everything's hitting, the reads are right.
They're cruising through them. They're cruising through them. Ospas the GOAT? Yeah. Put everything on we're so back. Yeah.
Calling this timeout. They need to get something discussed right now. The coaches need to keep these players in line. They're not getting.
What is up with Lotus lately? Just being the map where it looks like one team is like clearly in control, and then the half it just like swaps on a dime.
As well, Mini Boo went down once. At Blue Door, we saw Boo go down once, and there's no follow-up. And when these crucial players go down,
Yeah, Texas popped off the last couple of rounds. They all look pretty crispy now. They've got their vibes and confidence back for sure.
Catching 2 in the back. We've seen him over at B as well. The positioning from all these players from Lev, they're controlling everything. And it's like a funnel where Team Heretics needs to just fall down and get bottled up right now. Because
out of timeouts.
Finding any success here.
I don't even know what they do at this point. They're just.
Looks like they're gonna have to start their lower bracket run.
They're getting rolled right now. They're getting bodied.
At this point, Leviathan, though, showing signs of life late into the tournament. People question their performance.
What's up, Tonic? You're back to see the Leviathan cruise.
But now, they look deadly.
They were down 8-2, and they've won fucking 9 rounds in a row. Yeah, they 4-stack A, and it's just a C hit. I love this stun.
An opportunity and a chance for Heretics. 8 rounds to 11 isn't impossible, but it's how
They called me a madman for saying. I don't think anyone called you a madman, Snow. I think saying Lev could win was a pretty reasonable take. I wouldn't have said they were favorites or anything, but they were definitely one of the teams that could win. Uh-oh. Dude, what is Benji doing?
He did, yeah. Lev have to try and escape quickly.
Oswald's gonna get detained. Yeah, I'm just lying. Me when I lie. That's a nice Viper ult.
But he's lost his duels at B. 3 players to defend this C site and that Nightfall as well.
Is that enough, though?
The Nightfall is so far away that this re-hit 5 versus 3 surely goes in the favor of Lev again.
No, it's a 4 versus 3, Steel. Can't you count?
See the composure on the way in. The killer instinct.
Cancel.
Perfect.
Good call.
Nightfall. It's going to be a 5-man.
30 seconds left.
Oh, the Boo, you going to go for it?
No, we saved for the retake. That's a decent call. Yeah, now we do, and we actually can capitalize off of it.
Everything barring 1. They should have got at least 4 on that. And now they got
How's it a nice Viper ult? It covers a lot of ground.
It's Benji on the follow-up, and now Heretics hammering it home. Finally digging into this one. A King is killed.
See, waiting on the Nightfall was the right call, chat. Because we were actually able to capitalize off of it. Imagine if he committed the Nightfall when they were talking about doing it. Like, it just wouldn't have mattered at all.
Into these situations, but they haven't been able to get into these positions to begin with. They've always been picked apart and lost that one crucial player that makes everything else fall apart. If Team Heretics is able to replicate this sort of environment where they can go into that retake in that 5 versus 5, they actually have a chance at the this game.
And that's got to feel like a breath of fresh air.
I don't
After
think
being
their comp
absolutely
is
beaten and
actually the
broken by
better
Lev. You look at the
retake
string of
comp.
rounds, it's hard not to feel that, to feel how oppressive that can be, but it took a lot that time. We saw the Viper's Pit, we saw the Nightfall, we saw so many ults keyed into it. Maybe a
Fake
fight
comeback?
towards early on as
You
well.
can't call it a
Much
fake
damage
comeback when they
nature,
took the lead.
particularly.
You know what I mean?
Tries to get to keep their lives here.
When
But
when you
Byron
take
saw
the
it from
lead
left.
and are in control of the game, it's a real comeback.
Take a risk or two. How does Boo keep his life here?
This bait needs to be perfect. Camera spots him, he backs away. Keeps his life, 5 on 5 still.
Good timing for Boo there.
It's
Highly volatile in these scenarios.
getting that one round is huge though, just to stop the bleeding and be able to recompose themselves is huge for Heretics. It feels more doable now.
Ooh, Operator, yeah. First time really seeing this coming out to play. A little bit of a switch up here in round 21.
Like Lev aren't just running in and headshotting them anymore, you know?
Tex wants this.
This is like more doable all of a sudden.
Seconds. Time's going down. Blue door still intact, but Many-Boo waiting for it, expecting it.
That's fast. Bobbin's just make sure they're safe on the side. He can kind of blindly send it towards CT. Hope they would find someone. It probably won't here. They're very cognizant of that ult.
5v5.
A TP taken over towards the trips at the very back line, so there's going to be a very fast
This
flank
timing
here
is
from
huge.
Wu. Tex seems none the wiser so far. King is there as well. He hears that
The camera sees
3-3-8
him.
rattle, but it's Rien's to find Mazzino, and now the back line's under pressure. Can't alleviate some towards the front, but down to a 3v3.
King was so slow to react to that.
The two players still on the site, Aspas and Kong, but they're removed, leaving just Aspas. The monster himself still stands, and that's
Aspas?
But they're on the defuse. I don't think he heard it.
He's sticking.
He has no idea. He has absolutely no idea. The defuse
Okay,
is coming in,
okay.
and Heretics stretch the game out to 10.
The haunt comes down, he shoots at the same time that Spike gets
Why did
tapped.
King
The
not
defuse starts coming in.
instantly
He hasn't
kill Wu?
Heard it. He's none the wiser. Lev, they call a timeout here because what's happening? 2 rounds in a row. Is this the start of the comeback for Team Heretics right now? Twice in a row, they get this 5 versus 5 retake.
Because like they heard
so
Woot shoot.
well.
Like Woot actually kind of missed.
This is what we're seeing be really quite different, is the fact that they're actually letting them take the site. A little bit of a fight on it, sure, but they're keeping numbers up. They're playing the retakes well. They're taking the space.
Why do both maps have to be heart attacks? This one hasn't gotten to heart attacks status yet, Thanos. This one's not to heart attacks status yet.
That's what we do. That's what we're good at. What are we doing? Taking these scrappier fights, letting them determine the pace. How does Lev respond if you're in that situation?
The problem right now is Heretics is doing such a good job in these last 2 rounds.
Or it's probably not a heart attack for me because I'm not rooting for Heretics.
So much time, so much resources, the utility to get onto that site, that by the time the 5 versus 5 retake comes in, Lev is tapped dry. So right now, what can Lev do differently? They can start doing these, utilizing the broken door at the blue door area, the revolving doors. So when they put pressure on Team Heretics, not only are they
Why does Steel call breakable blue
We
door?
saw this from Tex earlier as well. If
I-
you're able to get players inserted into
Is he
certain
trying to make that a
positions,
thing?
by the
I've
time
never
you
heard
get
anyone
in,
call it
now
blue
you
door.
can access activate from the sidelines. Get
How
those
badly
flanks
did
off,
Sin
and
throw?
You're going to convert some rounds. Team Heretics, they just go straight into
Honestly,
Game on.
it felt more like a EDG had something click and they went up a level more so than
opening as well.
Sentinels
Lev doesn't
through.
wanna Run into any traps in the same setup from last round. Team Heretics
Wow.
gets spammed.
That's devastating, but so good for Lev. Tech's going to be noted. And I quite like the Mini-Boo's trying to clear a little bit of space.
Yeah, if you're a Sentinels fan, it's not fun to watch, but it was great for me. I was loving it. I was loving it. It was awesome.
Heretics is scrambling off of this. They don't know what to do, where to go once they lose.
Top
Blue
3
there.
Valorant
They still
viewing
need to play
experience
that
of my
4
life,
versus
that
5. Sure, they lose
Sunset
the smoke, they lose the
map.
paranoia.
It was fun as hell.
But right now, Lev has the site. They're going to get that spike planted.
And does that
Oh,
He does, taking down Mini-Boo, leaving Rienz, who's a mile away. Unable to affect the outcome of this round. That was clean work from Lev, but again,
I
that
think-
instantaneous loss. it felt like too much of a gamble.
Snow, I don't really know if, like, 2 chances for Lev to 2-0 here. I feel like,
But as soon as he goes down, what happens?
it's really weird because it was, like, a really cool series to see live, Snow. I don't know if it would be super fun to watch the VOD of, if that makes sense.
They all fall so quickly, and they only get one player in the process.
Lotus, maybe. Watching the VOD of Lotus might be interesting. But there's just a certain point. Like, it looked like Sentinels were dominating Lotus. They were up like 5-1. They were up 5-1. And it looked like Sentinels were like... It looked like Sentinels were like cruising to victory. It looked like Sentinels were cruising to victory. And I think one of the teams called a timeout. And Rosa.
He whiffed his ult. I just ended still shooting him down.
Look at him. He's roasted him.
They can't see you if you stand still.
True.
Sham is Sheriff. Yes, you're correct, Sham.
It ain't pretty. This is not what you wanted to make.
But then something clicked with EDG where they just started playing with the same confidence they do against Chinese teams, against Sentinels. And they just started blasting Sentinels after that point.
It's all on Lev right now. No ultimates in play for the attackers.
Like, Sunset and after that point on Lotus, they won like 24-10 or something like that. Like they were started like really dominating the series after that point. But yeah, Sham is Sheriff. Hooge has gone back to cybersecurity, and so he's like kind of burnt out from streaming, so he's not doing as much content recently. He just does it kind of when on a whim and for fun. Trades come out, 3v2 to close it out. And so PENFLASH host streams on his channel whenever it's like a larger community event.
He does have paranoia, but they're spread apart. They need to win their isolated duels. Lev, they're such close together. They're ready to trade. They're ready to move together and pivot.
Streams have been TFT streams have been a blast to watch. That's good. I wasn't able to watch the TFT streams much because it was when I was sleeping. Great host. Thanks, Sham. Yo, they 2-0'd. Wow. Oh, he's yapping at him. Wow. This is crazy.
There were some moments there where Lev was looking so
I was not expecting this, chat.
Deeper in this tournament, they're securing that top 3 finish.
Like, this is not how it was meant to be.
Previous finalists are champions.
Like, Lev struggled on the map they were supposed to kind of blow out on, and then it looked like the script was going according to plan. Heretics were up 8-2 on Lotus, chat. And then Lev just locked in and just fucking won every round after that point. And blew him the fuck out for the 2-0. Yo, if Lev can beat the top teams on Lotus like this... Dude, I don't know how you beat Like, you have to hope... You have to hope that Leviathan... You have to hope that Leviathan, like... I'm back. You just came back to see Leviathan win, Tonic. It was you. Whenever you were gone, Lev just started cruising. Good night, PENFLASH. Thanks for the stream. See you, Neum. Alright, I am also going to head to bed. It is... Today was a blast, though. This was a great day of Valorant. And tomorrow, chat, we get Heretics DRX, Sentinels Fnatic. Dude, what a day of Valorant. Sentinels Fnatic as match 1? I need everybody to wake up. All of I need all the fucking NA people to wake up for or stay up for the Sentinels Fnatic game, alright, you all? That shit's gonna be hype as hell. Or honestly, you know what's gonna happen is both teams are gonna look really disappointing, and we're gonna have to do the hashtag disappointed dad watch party. We're gonna have to do the hashtag disappointed dad watch party. Because both teams are just gonna be on a struggle fest. I'm already calling it. Alright, you all. Thanks for stopping by. No way Sid and Fnatic have a mid-off. That's what G2 was. That was what the Fnatic G2 game was. Was a mid-off. It was so sad to see. Alright, appreciate you all. Appreciate everyone who came by. Watched the streams. Hope you all had a great time. I had fun. I will see you all 4 a.m. EST. Sentinels Fnatic. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Peace, you all. Peace.